Bless this message really quick. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. And thank you, spirit guides. Okay. Besties. I haven't done a live in a long time because I've had a lot going on. So I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. But I wanted to stop at home for a little bit so I could talk to you guys. You have a lot of growth on the way after a roller coaster. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. You guys know Mercury's doing its thing right now, and I've been trying to keep everything short and sweet and to the point because the words just don't be doing what they're supposed to be doing. You feel me? So you guys could be feeling that that pressure, or you've been trying to alleviate pressure from your life in every capacity. This requires you to put your foot down, to walk away, to give people the middle finger, to give zero you-know-whats. And you have been going through an activation. It hasn't been a fun activation, what you've been going through. You were led here today because you have been humbling people. You were led here specifically because you've humbled some very narcissistic people, and the tables are turning. The tables are finally turning. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have felt this doom over your head. You were led here because you wanted to give up. You were led here because you've been humbling people left and right, and everywhere you go, people are throwing shade on you because you were stepping into your power. Strangers throwing shade, weirdos throwing shade, but then there's all of these other people that want a lot to do with you. And off of the back of that, you are going to ride off into the sunset. But I am getting, it has been, you've practiced something, it failed. You had to start over. You practiced something else, it failed, you had to start over. There's a lot of like Saturn, oh my gosh, just effery. And so you've kind of had it up to here, and you've been trying to figure out an outlet, a way to not flip out on people. You've been trying to keep your wits about you. And there's a lot of secrecy that you're cloaking. You are really making sure that you don't tell people too much. That is something that you are currently practicing. You are also the seer. So you were led here because you are an earth angel, you are chosen, and you see a lot of things. But there's some level of perfection that comes into your life where you want to just like fix everything with a literal hammer. You're like, I could fix this. I could fix this. You're starting to reel that in. Like, okay, I know that I can see everything, but I can't fix everything today. I need to chill. And this energy, this transit is teaching you how to chill. It's teaching you how to disguise what your goals are. It's teaching you how to disguise what you're really up to. I love that. It's teaching you how to disguise what you are really up to. This is your newest breakthrough. And there's a lot to do with the body. You guys could be going through unforeseen health issues, and this is what you're rectifying right now or trying to fix. And this has all been for your betterment, but it's also been frustrating. So you are cloaking what you are up to because of the spell work, the witchcraft, the evil eye, the people that throw shade. You have been humbling a lot of different people because you're not going to tell them anything. You're not going to tell them anything. You're not going to do anything for them. Somebody could be talking ish about your body, criticizing things that are actually perfect about you. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of triggered people like in public places. Thank you guys for your donation. You just want to get back to being silly, being fun, and you felt like giving up at one point. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. You felt like giving up with your body, your health, your family. And for each and every one of you, it's going to be different, or it's going to be all of the above. And so you're working on your identity, how you identify, and how you take care of yourself. And some people aren't going to like it. They're not going to like the boundaries that you put up, because you're not going to be all marinating in the matrix. You're not going to be at your 9 to 5 too much if you can help it. You're not going to be doing all this, that, and the third for your in-laws. You're not going to be doing all of these favors for people. You're just not. The tables are turning. And you're like, I've got to freaking give hope to myself. I've got to stop self-loathing. I have to stop giving into peer pressure. I have to stop doing so much for other people. F that. Literally F that. I got to do stuff for myself. And you have been going through it and internalizing a lot of it, because people don't listen that well. They don't care that much. And you see this. You're like, I'm telling somebody something. They don't care. They're not listening. What's the point? So there's a lot about you having this cloak of invisibility. You're not really F'ing with people right now. You got your back turned. You're like, I know my ships are coming in. They might be delayed. They might be taking the long way, but I know they're coming in. You guys have been dealing with some very vindictive people that love tripping and sipping on abusing power. So you are cloaking yourself, you are shielding yourself, and anything to give yourself more energy, that's what you're stepping into. I'm seeing you want to exude confidence on another level. So if people think that's bossy, you don't care. You guys have dealt with so many people that speak to you in a condescending way. People that think they're better than you. People that think they're getting one over on you. There's so many narcissistic people that you've humbled because you knew what they were up to. You saw their future and you're laughing at them. You're like, you are full of problems. I got my own freaking problems. And I already know what your future holds. So you can try to spy. You can try to pry into my life. You will never know what's really going on with me. You will never know what's really going on with me. How about that? Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Ashley. You guys are seeing there is a different road to how you love yourself. And some of that includes things that worked for you in the past that maybe you gave up on. And there is a big breakthrough coming in. And I'm seeing that it's going to be very emotional for you when you get to the finish line. When you get to the finish line, when you see these ships actually coming in on whatever it is that you've been working on because you wanted to give up at one point. You knew that you couldn't. You don't have it in you, but you damn sure thought about it. Whoever I'm speaking to, now remember, these messages are specific. So don't try to jam it up and make it fit. If it is not your message, it will be clear to you there are plenty of others. I am seeing someone be so grateful, so humbled by the fact that this wish fulfillment, this hard work paying off, these ships actually coming in is going to bring you to your knees and is going to bring you to tears. This is like having an illness and it finally going into remission or it finally going away. That is how, I have the chills. That is how freaking serious this is. It is not a joke. Whoever I'm speaking to, you wanted to give up. You wanted to give up on this job. You wanted to give up on your health. You wanted to give up on these in-laws, on all of these crappy people around you or crappy circumstances. You are seeing that you cannot stress. And you don't care who likes it. You cannot overextend yourself and you don't care who likes it. The tables are turning and you are working on calming down your stress levels, making sure your life is more private, and not overdoing it for anyone and their little dog too. Okay? What you are working on, I mean, half the people you know couldn't even make it through. Let's be so for real. Half the people that you know would not even be able to make it through what you've been through. And that is why you're going to be so grateful when you have actually made it to the finish line. I'm getting this has a lot to do with your mental health and your physical health. And then lower on the totem pole is family issues. Because when your health is doing a 180, a 360, or something it does not normally do, when your mental health is doing something it does not normally do, you don't give a you know what about anybody. And you shouldn't. Because you are most important. So there could be something that you're figuring out about your body, how it reacts to something. Whether it's an allergic reaction, food poisoning, witchcraft, voodoo, whatever it is, and whatever you label it as, there is nothing more important to you than fixing that. And that is why I see someone becoming very emotional when they get to the finish line of being able to diagnose this issue, being able to rectify this issue, or being able to live with this issue. So many people would love to know that your life is infected right now. So many people would love to know that you're going through health issues, mental health issues, family issues. They would love to freaking see it, and you will never, ever, ever let them. Because they will take what they've been sending your way into account like they're the all-powerful Oz, and I cannot. These things are for your betterment, for you to evolve, and for you to see that there's a better way. They freaking wish it was their janky spell work. They freaking wish. I'm hearing an airplane. You are seeing that you cannot, no one can send you more harm than you can send yourself. You are seeing that no one could do you more of a disservice than yourself. So you are not going to let them for a second think it's because of them. You are seeing that whatever disease, whether it's spiritually, from hooking up with people or just actual health issues, you could have tried to get healthy or change your diet and it went whack on you. You could have tried new food and it gave you food poisoning or a low level of food poisoning and it changed your whole digestive. Like things were changing for you and you're like, what in the frick is going on? But you are a stallion. You are the wild one. You are going through a major breakthrough and it's going to make you very emotional to be this empress, this star, this emperor. And I also see that it's going to help you not only help yourself, but maybe be even able to help other people. And there's also a lot about what you're posting and what you're not posting. You guys might be taking a break on posting certain things, or you're being very particular about what you post. And people want to see into your life and you're not giving them anything. I'm getting that it has not been an easy year for your health and for your mental health. And it is okay to say that. I know that we don't talk about that as much over here, but I've been getting that so strongly for you guys that you're going to be okay and you know that, but it's hard. And it's okay to admit that it's hard. It's okay to say, I don't freaking know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to try. I'm just going to keep trying and I'm going to try not to stress. Because you know that your mindset is everything. And this is also a test of your strength. And there is something new. There is a new character that is about to unlock within you. You've always been the spiritual gladiator. You've always been the spiritual gangster. But it's like you're unlocking the goat within you because something that you don't normally deal with, you're dealing with. Let's say you had health problems as a child or health problems in your early 20s, and you haven't really had issues like that in a really long time. Something is awakening within you where you're like, oh, let me look at this because this is not normal. We have the High Priestess, the Emperor, the Empress, the Star, and the Four of Wands. Get ready to celebrate. You're starting to figure out what cheat codes you need. You are starting to figure out what works for you. What method to the madness? What is the secret formula? And so as all these other Decepticons are trying to get your attention, you couldn't care less because you got more important things you were looking at that take precedence. And this is like your battery being low. And you're like, I'm about to fix that. I'm about to fix that. Even if I have to take my time, even if I have to go slow, you're learning a lot about patience. You're learning a lot about your skin, your hair. You are learning a lot about certain conditions. You are learning a lot about your digestive system, your metabolism, your anxiety. You are learning what is no longer reliable in your life. And you are the teacher, and you are humble and smart enough to become the student, even though you are normally the teacher, because you are willing to learn a better way. That's why you guys evolve every day of the week. Most people are like, oh my God, I'm so smart. So you're like, okay, I don't know everything. I'm okay with not knowing everything, but I'm going to have to slow down to figure this out. I'm not going to shame my mental health. I am not going to shame my body. I'm going to listen. As the High Priestess, I'm going to listen more, and I'm going to lean into a better understanding of what God really wants for me, what the Most High, what the universe, what Mother Gaia wants for me. So you are becoming more knowledgeable. You are expanding your knowledge in the things that are going wrong. And you are thinking 2 times, 3 times, 4 times before lending anybody your assistance, before lending anybody your help, because you have way too many important things to focus on. And this is attracting new partnerships to you, or you have partnerships that are getting stronger. And I'm getting a lot about the twin flame journey, you meeting your divine counterpart, or you already being with them, and this union becoming stronger. Having to be vulnerable in the fact that you're not okay, or you don't feel okay, or things are going on with you, even though normally you might be the strong one. You're having to admit and step into this divine feminine nature of, I'm not okay, and I've got to fix this, and I don't have all the answers. And so I'm going to learn, and yes, doing research. Thank you. You refuse to settle. My besties refuse to settle. You also don't really have a filter on right now. You're looking at how you can become more grounded in your life. And whoever felt like giving up, or, thought about it, briefly thought about giving up, you felt like your soul was telling you you were on the wrong path. You're not on the wrong path. There is a lot of sensuality and passion that stir beneath you, and this is something that's needing to be ignited in a very different way, and that's getting your health and your mental health on track. Some of you guys might be considering going to a nutritionist. Some of you guys might be considering going to counseling or therapy, and seeing where being a workaholic will not serve you at this time. But magic is going to unfold for you while you're not stressing too much. I'm seeing that you guys will be rewarded every time you don't overwork yourself. You will be rewarded every time you tell people no. Every time you think twice before offering your help, you will be rewarded anytime you set healthy boundaries, anytime you celebrate your love, your partnerships. So this is you doing things differently. And that in itself is like, you feel like the new year has come early. You're like, oh my gosh, I gotta figure all of this out now. I would normally save this for January, but I gotta figure this out now. You have made mistakes along the way. You are honoring those mistakes and scratching them off your list. You're like, okay, I made a couple mistakes trying to fast track this. This is okay. I am seeing where I need to maneuver differently. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm going to scratch them off the list. It's okay for me to be the student right now. So as people are trying to teach you a lesson, I cannot. Again, you are unlocking a new life. You are unlocking a new protocol. That's the word. That is the word. Let me write that down. You guys are unlocking a new protocol. So what would normally be proper protocol for you, it's not working right now for some reason, and it's because it's shifting you. It's kind of nudging you towards this evolution that you deserve, even though it's been a little bit strenuous. You're not as familiar with this type of lifestyle, and what was locked to you is now going to be unlocked. If this is your message, I want you guys to drop your keys down below if you are able to participate in today's live stream. It is on a 2-week restriction. So if you've been a subscriber for 2 weeks or longer, you will be able to participate in today's live stream. You are taking your career, your mental health, and your relationships in a completely different direction. It's this whole week I've been getting putting your foot down. Instead of putting your foot on the gas. Thank you guys. I'm happy that it resonates because I was like, I don't know what or who this is going to be for, but I hope it finds the right people. You were wondering, like, I don't know where this is taking me. Where am I supposed to be going? We're going in a totally different direction. Affirm it below. I am opening the floodgates of abundance. You are going to be celebrating good health, good money, or a good relationship, or all three. I'm going to say that again. You are going to be celebrating good health, good finances, or good relationship. And it's okay to feel like you're going the wrong way. We're working through shadow aspects that we haven't really looked at in a long time. Thank you guys. Yes, you are opening the floodgates of abundance with this key. And God is showing you, I am trying to bring you help. I am trying to bring you assistance. And who knows, this could be to prevent other illnesses. This could be to prevent other issues. I feel like this new protocol is going to be, I have the chills, very preventative towards future issues that could arise. And it's also happening because there are certain things that you wanted to manifest. Let's say you always wanted to, thank you, Seer. Let's say you've always wanted to manifest a snatched body, right? And you have that on the back burner. I got this in another message for you guys. Let's say that you've always wanted to unlock that, but you haven't actually been working towards it or taking any inspired action towards it. And now the divine is showing you like, hey, remember when you manifested that and affirmed it over and over again? Now I'm going to show you the best way for you to have that. Now I'm going to show you the best way for you to have this healthy body, not just snatched, not just like revenge body, not just amazing, but you're going to be looking good and you're going to be feeling good. This is going to bring a lot of peace into your life, and it has all been happening in divine timing to balance the scales. Thank you, Sierra, for your donation. You guys are growing up. You're like, I'm not relying on other people to save me. I'm not relying on, and let me be specific about what that means or how I'm channeling it. You are no longer relying on doctors. Now, I'm not saying to do that, but certain things that it could have been wrong with your body or your health, you're seeing that doctors maybe don't know everything about said issue. So you're like, why would I do that? I can be the student and learn myself. I also told you guys in a message, I think 2 weeks ago, that nutrition is not something that even at the best colleges are taught to doctors. Their focus is not nutrition. And I'm getting your new focus is going to be nutrition. Some of you guys are going to be doing intermittent fasting. And now you can kill 2 birds. No pun intended, but pun intended. Now you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You're going to be doing intermittent fasting, and you're also going to be fasting to cast out those that have been sending everything your way. Literally everything. Misdiagnosed so many times. Yes, mental health and good nutrition is key. And I know that this isn't something that we normally talk about, but I just keep getting it over and over and over and over again for you guys that you maybe never wanted to fast. Like never. Okay? And I'm going to try to say this without being gross. Okay? Say you never wanted to fast, but you know that you wanted to fast to help with spiritual W's, spiritual attacks. And as you've been not wanting to do that, God could be showing you like, hey, you not only need fasting for the spiritual W's that are being sent your way, you need this fasting for IBS, SIBO, constipation, other issues. You guys could need intermittent fasting. So the little, we'll call it a little sweeper, a little broom, gets to clean out the bad bacteria that is just wanting to have a little party in your body. And that is going to be specific. So don't take that part if that doesn't apply to you. So if you have been having those issues with constipation, IBS, IBS-C, SIBO, and you know that there are a lot of doctors that they just throw these diagnoses out here and they don't know anything about anything, this is where intermittent fasting could help you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You could do that with purpose, and you could let your body do a little cleanse on the inside, a little spring cleaning. And you guys could also designate certain times to when you eat. So maybe you're going to do this fasting between a certain time, and maybe between 6 and 8 is going to be the only times that you eat, or between 4 and 8, and maybe you're starting to see that snacking does not work for these type of body issues. Do you know what I mean? And maybe before you were always kind of fasting and you didn't realize it. Does that make sense? Let's say people were always getting on your case like, how do you work all day and not eat? But you just didn't have the desire, or you were always busy, and now you're seeing where that could have served your digestive system. And everyone is on different medications or different supplements, and so that all, maybe you had to take new medication, and so it's affecting your body differently. Maybe you had to take new supplements and it's affecting your body differently. So you're starting to see that, okay, pump the brakes on the fiber, pump the brakes on the supplements, pump the brakes on certain things. I need to go back to what I was doing, which was not really eating a lot. Now, I'm not saying to do that. I'm not saying to starve yourself, but you guys know what I mean. Thank you, love, for your donation. And you guys have always been doing things a different way. That's also because you're the seer. I'm also getting that where you've normally had to promote yourself socially, financially, at your 9 to 5, being an entrepreneur, Whatever type of work you've been doing, wherever you've normally had to promote yourself, God is going to be promoting you. Because you're going to take time to work on these health issues. There are a lot of medications that make us not go potty. And so there could be a lot of people that deal with this issue. So for some of you guys, you're going to see where fiber is helping you or where fiber is not helping you. You're going to see where vitamin B1 is helping you. Maybe omegas are helping you, or flaxseed oil, or oregano oil, or maybe artichoke tea. You're really starting to care about these things, and maybe you always cared, but because you're trying to really just feel better and maneuver differently, you're starting to be more preventative. Okay, maybe your body has always functioned on not really going to the bathroom, or maybe you've always functioned okay with having IBS-C or just IBS in general. And now you're realizing, oh my gosh, as I get older, those could create real problems. God is showing me this because I need to nip some things in the bud, or I need to get some things on track so I don't have further issues. And you could actually be looking at in-laws, or say your in-laws have health issues like stomach issues, and you're like, oh, I do not want that. And that could be your future if you don't maneuver certain things differently. This is why you have no shame in being the student. You have no shame in like anything, and anything the narcissists want to tell you. You're just like, I know you don't really want to be humbled by me again. You can't possibly want that again. Do you? Do you? So if you guys are dealing with those issues, you are being very cautious at this time. You are being very cautious with how you speak to yourself. You are being very cautious with how you treat yourself. How you let people in. Do you know what I mean? I've definitely been detoxing. Thank you, Raw. I'm getting that for a lot of you guys. You guys have been going through a cleanse or a detox. And again, if you guys are familiar with my content, we don't talk about this ever. The fact that I'm channeling it so much for you guys, I'm like, okay, this is important. Let me hop on a live stream, because you are turning the tables on how you look at being an energetic powerhouse. You are turning the tables on how you exude confidence, how you feel sexy, and how you put your foot down. Yes, fasting is very, very powerful. And so that's why if you've been having these health issues, you're going to be seeing where you can fast to pray against this spell work, and you can fast because it will help your body do a nice little, getting rid of the bacteria that wants to have a party in your body. Instead of going to a doctor and them telling you, take this probiotic when you know probiotics make you worse, or take this antibiotic and you know antibiotics make you worse. You're not just going to listen to any old body. You're going to listen to people that have been through it. People that have struggled through this. And this is also showing that you're brave enough to not waste thousands of dollars on being told the wrong thing or being diagnosed the wrong thing so people can get you up out of the office. There's a new protocol. So you're not dealing with the BS. You're not dealing with these trolls. You're like, you're irrelevant. Even on my worst day of wanting to give up, you are mother effing irrelevant. How about that? How about that? So, and that's another reason why you guys are being very private and you're cloaking everything with secrecy, because they would love to think that it was their janky magic that did it. They would love to think that it was them sleeping in the graveyard yesterday that did that. They would love to think that. You are a very busy bee. And ain't nobody knowing really nothing about what you're up to right now. Yes, Montel, I love you. Yes, holistic healing and medicine. Not to say that all doctors are wrong. Not to say that nurses are wrong or doctors are wrong, but you're the all-seeing eye. So as you listen to yourself, You're going to listen to your body. There's a new protocol in place. You're going to kind of know which doctors are full of it. You're going to listen to that and you're going to walk. You're going to kind of know which people you're listening to online are full of it. I'm seeing a lot about you guys de-influencing because there's enough doom scrolling for everybody and their little dog or their little kitty too. And remember, what I told you guys a couple of weeks ago is you will know if you're on the right path. Slow down and listen. Slow down and listen. Maybe you're starting to see that I can't just go to a doctor. Our doctors, they go to medical school and they learn to prescribe us things. There's a pill for everything. You want to get real skinny mini? Here, take this. Oh, you got anxiety. Oh, you just take this. Oh, you can't go potty. You just take this. And you know that a lot of these things don't help. And remember, I told you guys that I was watching a doctor, and I know some of you guys saw this reel. She went to Stanford Medical School, and she's like, how come we don't learn about nutrition? So you guys are going to be going to specialists, or you're going to be listening to specialists that just are involved with the issues that you are having. Some of them will be doctors. Some of them, they might be doctors because they've gone through this issue. Okay? Or they might be a doctor, but a specialist because they've gone through this issue. So you'll listen to them. Or it could be somebody that's a nurse practitioner that has gone through this and is a specialist. So you will know who to listen to and who to not. You will know who's just trying to push an agenda. Oh, here, just eat this diet and don't eat ever again. Just eat barely nothing. Just starve yourself and buy my meal plan. You will know who is full of it and who is not. You guys are walking towards the light at the end of the tunnel. And I see you guys crying as that light is peeking through. Bestie, whatever you've been going through, health-wise, whatever you've been going through with your mental health, you are not alone. You are not alone. And God is going to promote you like you have never seen. Vindicate you like you have never seen. Like you couldn't even believe if I told you. Because you are seeing God as a new protocol for you to prevent other issues from happening. And now you're like, oh, I feel honored. I'm a little scared. I'm a little skeptic. But I see that there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. I just need to trust. You're also seeing where people have gone through and suffered silently through certain issues that you've had, health issues, mental health issues. And you're like, I'm not about to go a decade dealing with that. I'm not about to go 6 years dealing with that. I'm not about to go 2 months dealing with that. You are figuring out how to fix it. Because how you feel and how you look and how you glow always will boost your earning power, but also how you feel on the inside. Wherever you've been feeling like your money has come to a halt, that is changing. You guys are getting a new beginning in your money. One that you're not really familiar with. Again, there are new protocols being unlocked for your mental health, your finances, your relationships. Everything's changing. And I see you guys kind of like wanting to savor that. Instead of being so scared of it. Like, okay, let me just try things one by one, bit by bit. Let me listen to myself. Let me not get over-influenced or overwhelmed. Let me not self-diagnose. Let me not get on WebMD and add other things. But you are also very intimidating right now. Because as people are kikiing on the back, talking that ish, whether they're at the water cooler or 2 cubicles down the way, you are not giving an F. You're like, I got bigger fish to fry. And right now, these fish ain't frying. So I'm not really caring about your salty antics. I really don't care. But you're not sharing it with them either because they would love to hear it. They would love to hear how you don't want to wake up early. They would love to hear how you're having digestive issues. They would love to hear how you're like going through it. They would love to hear it. You're not sharing it. Oh my gosh, you guys, health. This card rarely comes out. You improving your health is improving your money. You improving your health is improving your bankroll. Riddle me what? Riddle me what? Some of you guys could be in the medical field and you really want to make a difference. You're seeing where, you know, doctors are taught a certain way and you're like, I want to be different. I want to take a holistic approach and I want to do this. I want to help with nutrition. There's no one like you guys. That is why these narcs out here be like, that's why they be trying to school you, bestie. That's why they be trying to tell you what time it is. That's why they want to manage your money. They want to manage your money, your health, your talent, because they think they be knowing stuff. They don't know anything. You are the powerful Oz. You are like, you're a genie in a bottle. You guys are a genie in a bottle. God is about to transport you onto another timeline. Don't stop believing that this breakthrough is yours. Don't stop believing that that light is at the end of the tunnel. You are not alone. And you guys are going to be the student so much to the fact that you can help other people. You can advise other people. You could get paid to advise other people. Wow. Things are about to manifest much sooner than you think. So some of you guys are going to get a trainer. Now, this part is not for everybody, but some of you guys are going to get a financial advisor, a trainer, a well-vetted. You're about to well-vet some people. You guys are going to get like a counselor, a therapist, a financial advisor, a nutritionist, a holistic specialist. Like there's something that you're about to get that's going to help you. And this might open a new stream of revenue for you because you might want to teach that. Or you might want to help people in that way. You have a lot of solitude coming in because you're about to be your own boss. God is showing you that you will be your own boss. Now, for each and every one of you, that's going to look different. But you guys will be your own boss if you are not already. Wow. Stay silent about your moves. Be careful with who you teach to or who you give readings to. Be careful with who you give counsel to or who you tell your business to, because your silence is your superpower. Okay? I'm seeing somebody like try to tell a family member and then immediately regret it. Like, oh, I shouldn't have told them. No. So you guys will just give yourself some grace. You're increasing your personal power and God is showing you a new protocol. And the fact that you will be boosted up the business ladder. You will be boosted up the beauty, business, love, all of the ladders of things that you care about. You guys are about to get a boost. Okay. Let's see. There's so much that's like changed in you guys because I feel like even since the last live stream that I did for you, because you're perceiving things in a different way, like, you know what, I need to make this a priority. I need to put my foot down. You're seeing where you've been a doormat in certain situations. Maybe it's with your children, maybe it's with your lover, you just give in. We all are guilty of doing these things because we want to give our children a better life. We want to give, and you guys are seeing where you've got to kind of reel it in with doing too much. without it being deserved. Because it's kind of like when we create a monster, okay? It's kind of like when we spoil our children. We're like, oh, now they're just out here making demands? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay? They could be getting a little mouthy, a little sassy, and you're like, no. How about no? We're not doing none of that. Okay? Some people think that they're brave enough to not have a filter with you, and you're going to show them that the tables are turned. It's a new day. Affirm it below. Tables are turned. It's a new day. Okay? Them thinking that they could get by with no please, no thank you, no can I, may I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, let's get you guys some advice. Whoa, that is not supposed to be in here. They underestimated your success. A lot of people underestimated you. You guys, there is some serious karma unfolding for your enemies right now. And I mean your arch nemesis. Who is an arch nemesis in your life? They ain't unlocking anything right now, but some bad karma, some bad justice. You feel me? You guys are going to be hearing about your enemies losing things. You're going to hear about them losing opportunities. You're going to hear about them losing money. And these are like your long-standing enemies. I hope that makes sense. Like, who is your arch nemesis? You are their freaking kryptonite. They can't stand you. You don't like them neither. But I just channeled that they are really having a hard time. And they're really trying to put on this face like, oh my gosh, my life is awesome. And they see that you're out here thriving. If they only knew what you was really going through. Okay? If they only knew what you was really going through. Ooh. Be persistent. Because you will overcome all obstacles. Affirm it below. I will overcome all obstacles. Because you don't give up. Even on the days you think about it. You're like, oh, I just give up. You're like, I can't, and I won't. I can't, and I won't. You know, maybe you were like on this hair care journey and you're like, I freaking give up. Maybe you were on this health fitness journey and you're like, I freaking give up. Then you woke up or you took a nap or you took a moment and you're like, I can't do that. I can't do that. My story is not over. My story is not over. It's okay. Like, sometimes we're just over it, you know? It's okay to admit, like, you know, we're not perfect. We are not perfect. Sometimes our negative thoughts, they just take us down a rabbit hole and then we be spiraling. But you guys always overcome. This is how you guys are going to be This is how you guys are going to be maneuvering. Does anybody want to touch that? No. They're like, oh my gosh, they're so cute, but you are shielded. So they need to back it up. You are abandoning the compromise. You are abandoning giving up. I'm going to say that again. You are abandoning compromise and you are abandoning giving up. You're like, I got to fight valiantly for what I believe in. And you're not going to let anyone draw you into drama or negativity. And you guys might even have been forgiving some of your arch nemesis. Like, you know, to yourself, like, I forgive them. They're nobody. They're irrelevant to me. And, I mean, they're really going through it. Their justice is aggressive. Their karma is aggressive right now. You guys are going to survive this. And not only are you going to survive this, you are going to catapult others into some type of change and you are seizing your potential. You are also creating new sanctuaries. Maybe going to the chiropractor, acupuncture, the spa, the sauna, the gym, hiking. You've got new sanctuaries. Again, there's a new protocol that you guys are following. I'm seeing a lot of love surround you guys. Every person that you really value right now is really seeing your worth. They're like, oh, collective, I can't live without them. They have woken up to the fact that they cannot live without you. They're not trying to live without you. I don't know what type of dreams they just had or what not. But they see that they can't live without you. Even some of the family members that like are really selfish, even some of them are seeing like, I can't live without the collective, so let me stop playing like I can. You guys need to trust that you are the chameleon. Trust that you are concealing your ambition. Because you guys got all types of ambition. It's untapped and it's unmatched and it's all within. And you're like, I hope people can't see my ambition and where I'm going and what I'm thinking, because they'll try to ruin it. You already know. Trust your feelings and dreams are guiding you to the right career path. But I'm seeing a lot of people that are getting a glimpse of what it would be like without you. And so you're going to be seeing them appreciate you. You're going to be concealing your concealing your ambition with patience. I'm going to say that again. You are concealing your ambition with patience until it's time to pounce and make your move. So you're not only the chameleon, you are the black cat. You have no filter on saying like, no, God, this is what I need. This is what I think I need. This is where I think I need to go. I think I'm hearing you correctly. And you're going to also go through a shift in your creative expression. Because again, as your health is shifting, as your mental health is shifting, this doom cloud is like starting to, dissipate. It's starting to disappear. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So you guys are going to be seeing this in different ways. You're going to be expressing yourself even when you're hiking, expressing yourself even when you're doing yoga. You are finding many different ways to express yourself. And you're going to be having more heart communication. Okay? Being a spiritual teacher. And you are seeing that it's time to decide what your true heart's desires are. Like maybe you didn't really care about your health before and you're like, you know what? That is one of my heart's desires, is to be healthy and to feel good. Maybe one of your heart's desires was to be able to speak well in front of others. That's something you're going to be working on. I don't know. You guys are a spiritual guru. Animals are drawn to you. And you are able to communicate with them. Like when I'm outside, bunny rabbits, dogs, cats, and birds are all around me. I've noticed that since my spiritual awakening. Like bunnies everywhere. Okay, and I finally got a picture of a rat. They be moving fast out here. Okay, they be moving fast. And I finally got a picture and shared one with you. Now, the one that I shared with you guys in the community tab, I usually don't see them that big. I usually see ones that are way tiny, just born, little babies. That was definitely a mama and her winter arc, okay? I be cracking myself up. Okay, you are seeking out deeper knowledge to see through deception. You're like, you know what? I was going to that doctor for a long time, and I feel like they're full of shit, and I'm not wasting my money anymore. I really want to become a veterinarian, or I want to rescue animals, or whatever it is that you guys want to do. You're just seeing like who's full of it, who's not, and you're going to listen to that. You don't care what anybody tells you. And I'm also getting that some of you guys are going to be traveling more or making plans to travel. Because somebody here doesn't like being so accessible to others. Maybe you have family that always tries to take advantage because they think that like you're always around and you're like, I got plans, I'm not always around. Or maybe you guys have friends that think that they can always rely on you and you're like, I'm not always going to be around because maybe you don't ever like leave or take vacation or take time off. Whatever you're about to do and whatever others expect of you, you're putting your middle fingers up because you can only be true to you. Affirm it below. I can only be true to me. And I got desires, okay? I got desires. Listening to your intuition, knowing the fact that you have wisdom, and it will guide you correctly. God will guide you correctly. You are a lone wolf being activated. You are a popular loner. A lot of people are attracted to your light. So the tables are turning in all aspects of your life. And you have humbled many people. So the arch nemesis from way back that you don't mess with, they're starting to see that they've been humbled by you. Like, in so many different ways, they don't even know what to say. You got family that you've gone zero contact with they're being humbled by you. There are people that they do not want to talk to you. They don't want to admit that you're right or you're doing well or that you're thriving. They're being humbled. They're being humbled. You were led here because you thought, could I possibly give up? Is that in me? No, it is not. You were led here because there are so many people near and far that are being currently humbled, and you're being vindicated. So don't give up and know that you are not alone. A lot of these people, they underestimated you, and you've got a new protocol to follow that is going to help you and give you the best life. Okay, guys? I love you guys so, so much. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation. Let me know what's going on in the comments. I love talking to you guys. If you guys got to the end of this message, I want you guys to put a wolf down below. Not in the live stream, but in the comments, okay? If you made it to the end of this video, I want you guys to put a wolf down below. All right, guys. Thank you for your super chats, and thank you for your beautiful words. And I think that's it. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hit the bell, duh. You do not want to miss out. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.